Hey guys, it's your boy Conversational. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the EW200 by Simgot. Shout out to Simgot for sending me this unit to review. Um, I haven't reviewed an IEM for quite some time now, and I'm actually kind of excited. I don't know how SimGod found me. I just saw a random email stating like, "Hey, do you want to review the SimGod EW200?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" Since I haven't reviewed an IEM for quite some time now, but I just don't know how they found me. But here it is, the SimGod EW200. First, let's start with a table of contents. In the box, you get your IEMs, a nice cable, and a bunch of ear tips. This IEM is only $40, and honestly I am very surprised by the quality of this IEM and the cable and the accessories. The EW200 has a simple design and the build quality is all metal. The build quality is superb. This product doesn't really feel like a $40 IEM to me, but something that is around the $100 mark. Again, the build quality is exceptional for the price. These are also very comfortable to wear, and the included ear tips are nice. It seals really well and doesn't create any pressure inside your head. Sound isolation is decent. It also comes with this high quality silver plated cable, which is honestly pretty nice for a stock cable at this price. Out of all the IEMs I tested at this price range, I have to say I'm very impressed. Comparing this to the 02, as you guys can see, the 02 is all plastic. Perhaps you're getting tax extra by having critical on the box and having critical to tune these IEMs, but the EW200 doesn't sound bad. Honestly, it actually sounds really nice. It doesn't disappoint. It is a very well tuned IEM. Sound profile follows the 2016 Harman target. You can see the graphs. You can see the graph on the packaging, which is quite nice. So you guys can see age 2016 target. Yeah, I mean, the bass on the EW200 is punchy and fast. It's clean sounding. There's also some emphasis on the sub bass, but it's lacking some presence to me. I'm sorry, I keep hitting the camera. In this price range, if you want more bass and sub bass, go look at the 7Hz 02 instead. The mids is pretty nice and detailed. Very good layering and separation. The instruments and vocals sounds natural and a bit forward. When it comes to the treble, it's very detailed and airy. Something that you guys need to keep in mind, if you are sensitive to treble, you might experience some harshness and sibilance when it comes to the EW200, but that is actually depending on what type of track you're listening to. I personally have no issues with this since I'm not treble sensitive, and I don't find the sound to be fatiguing at all. Again, if you are sensitive to treble, you might find this to be a little bit too harsh since the treble can get really hot. Something to keep in mind. One thing I like about this IEM though is the soundstage. The soundstage is above average with a nice depth. The overall sound and tuning is excellent for the price. So, does the EW200 play games really nice? Yes. These are actually really, really great. The soundstage is above average, like I said earlier. It is pretty revealing. You hear what you need to hear. I think the bass on these are just right and it doesn't drown out footsteps. Let's say you're playing T-side in Inferno and CS2, fighting for banana control, and there's a lot of nades and gunshots. You can still hear a CT flanking from mid without any issues. Let's say two people or two guys, running it down mid, trying to flank you guys. Let's say they're in a full eco, you know what I mean? You can hear that without any issues. When it comes to verticality, I don't have any issues with this IEM. You can easily tell where is where. I played a few games in NewK, and I have zero issues with this IEM. I can easily tell if someone's above me or below me. Same scenario when it comes to Valorant and Apex Legends. The directional audio is really not an issue, but I think the only issue I can think of is like for treble sensitive people, some guns in game might sound to be a little bit too harsh, such as the AK and CS2. Some people might find that fatiguing, but I think most people who are not sensitive to treble are going to be perfectly fine with it. But yeah, I think that's the only con I can think of. So overall, the EW200 is a fantastic IEM. I think this is actually a really good first time buyer IEM for gaming purposes and music listening. I used to recommend the 0V1, but a lot of people are actually complaining about, Ken, you recommended me IEMs. It sounds extremely boring. I want a little bit more bass. I think if you want a little bit more bass, that is not too boring and immersive enough. I'm not going to say these are pretty immersive. No, they're not. Um, just the right amount of bass, really good mids, and the treble is detailed in the area. I think this is something that will please a lot of people, actually, especially at the $40 price range. For what you're getting, I think this is a steal. Again, if you are coming from a gaming headsets, I highly recommend getting the EW200. But if you're looking for something with more bass, highly recommend the 02. These might actually be the ones you're looking for if you're looking for bass. Obviously, not bass head level type of bass, but the bass on the 02 compared to the EW200 is actually a lot more if that's what you're into. But yeah, EW200 is kind of like the middle ground. So if you want an IEM that isn't too boring as the 02, that is really good for gaming and really good for music listening, then I highly recommend the EW200. But if you're looking for more bass, then you should get something else such as the 02. But before I end the video, I just want to say that these will be my new number one recommendation for IEMs that is under 100. I think this is the best IEM I've tried today. I really can't remember. Yeah, this is the best. Not I think. This is the best IEM I've tried under 100, without a doubt. A lot of people might say that Truth Ear Zero, but some things that people don't understand is that the fitment. I think the fit of the EW200 is good for most people. The TE0, on the other hand, is really not it. The nozzles are just, some people have different types of like ear canals. I think this is more of like a universal fit compared to the TE0 and the 02 as well. But the 02 is just a little bit, it's just a different type of sound. But if you want something that is following the Harman target, EW200, highly recommend. Thank you for watching.